The next question, the member for Scarborough Southwest.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Premier. After years of Liberal inaction, the cost of childcare here in Ontario is out of control. Parents across the province are often spending more on childcare than their mortgages or their rent. Speaker, that's unacceptable. Now we have learned that thanks to the Conservatives, the cost of childcare is going to increase even more. Conservative cuts mean that Peel Region has had to cancel their reduced childcare fees initiative, a program that many families rely on to make ends meet. My question is, Mr. Speaker, why is this government making life more difficult for families in Peel and across this province?
Minister of Education.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I thank the member opposite for the question. I agree. After 15 years of the former Liberal government, indeed, the cost of living rose to the highest in the nation, and the cost of childcare rose to the highest in the nation, notwithstanding that taxation rose, and this is just unacceptable. Energy costs rose. Parents worked harder and take home less. That is wrong. That's why I believe the people of this province turn to this political party to be put in charge to manage, to ensure affordability is the cornerstone of our government's political mantra. And that's why, Speaker, when it comes to childcare, we're investing over $1 billion to build 30,000 new childcare spaces right across Ontario, in Scarborough and regions across our province. Mr. Speaker, we are supporting, unlike the members opposite, a principle of putting more money in the pockets of moms and dads and parents in this province, a children's tax credit up to 75% of childcare expenses. It's going to help 300,000 people. Speaker, we're going to take action to make life affordable for parents of this province.
The supplementary question.
Again to the Premier. Mr. Speaker, the investment that this government is making, the FAO report shows that that money is actually not going to help families in this province. It's not just parents in Peel whose lives are now more expensive thanks to the Liberals and the Conservative failures. Almost $6 million cut in Toronto, another $5 million in Halton, $50 million across this province in childcare cuts this year. This means that parents in places like Cornwall, Waterloo, and London County all are paying more for childcare under this government. Mr. Speaker, families in Ontario shouldn't have to choose between broken promises and half measures from the Liberals or the reckless cuts from these Conservatives. So I ask the Premier again, why does he think that the families should pay more for childcare when they're already paying tens of thousands of dollars every year? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.